Today we're going to talk about the legacy question. Today we're talking about the legacy question, and this should be the last question in this our series. Yes, there are so many more questions, but I cannot exhaust all of them now. Those extra ones are going to be for those people who will buy my purpose discovery training. That is a full blown, well detailed, well explained course on how you can discover your purpose. But stay with me, stay with me. You will still discover your purpose with this one if you are attentive enough and if you obey all the instructions. So today we're talking about legacy question. If you are to write your obituary, what are you going to write? Many times when somebody died, they say, "Oh, a life well lived, oh, gone too soon, a saint has been sent." If you are to write your obituary, what are you going to write? It's a legacy. What kind of legacy? If you have to write it way before you die, what are you going to write? Are you going to say, "Oh, this he drove 15 cars, he bought a Lamborghini, he bought two Ferraris, he traveled around the world and all that. Oh, she dated four very handsome guys. She gave birth to two children. Her husband is a very wealthy man." What are you going to write in your obituary? Now take out time now and write out everything you would write out in your ideal obituary. So if you are dying happy, you are dying as a fulfilled man, as a fulfilled lady, what age would you die? What would you have achieved that time? What problems would you have solved for the world? When people are reading, when they are reading that your obituary, what your I don't even know what they call it. I can't remember what they call it now, but I think it's obituary. I don't know. I may be wrong. Now, if you're writing that stuff down, that's place where they write out the person's bio and all that. What are you going to write? Write your obituary. Write it in that your journal now. Write the question and then write the obituary. Write it, be as expressive as possible. Let it be that as you're writing that somebody who has lived a full life died and is looking back at his own life or at her own life. You're looking back at your life and say, "Oh, you'll be smiling from your grave, knowing fully whether you lived a full life. What are the problems you solved for people? What are the blessings, the solutions you brought for your generation, not for your village people, not for your family? What are those things? Write it down." The second question on this series is, what would you want the next generation to know you for? So, what is that thing that you say, okay, when the next generation, probably your children in the year 2020, 2090, what are they going to remember you for? We have people like Dr. Miles Moro who died years ago, and still his impact is still evident today in our in life of everybody. We have people like Paul. We have people like we have people like Jesus. We have people like Nelson Mandela. We have people like Mahatma Gandhi. These are people who solidify their impact. That years later we still talk about them, we still make reference to them, we still celebrate them every time. What are those things? What would you like to be remembered for?